Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
That guy won.
This is something about John Jones, I think. I got a theory. I got an older brother theory. And I feel like dudes who have badass older brothers can fucking take it. Like Weidman had an older brother, and him and the older brother, apparently, according to some of his interviews, his older brother beat him up and shit.
Yeah, man. Makes you tough.
Like Matt Hughes, 2 twins. Imagine looking at yourself every day, just trying to beat up yourself.
Scrapping. And it's just a dead even every fucking time. Just a war.
Jim Miller, his brother, man. Dan Miller.
My brother used to beat me up, but I never... not beat me up, but just like sock my shoulder. Like if I would fart, he would sock me full. I'd have to sit there, and I would take it. I would never fight back, and I was too much of a pussy.
Like in boxing, there's the Smith family, Liam Smith, Aldo Smith. There's 4 brothers. 3 are world champions.
Cole Miller, Micah Miller.
They're all just
savages,
monsters, man.
There's a ton of people
brothers.
Like that. Yep, the Lozon brothers. There you
go.
That's a good
brothers.
one. Nogueira brothers. Shit, twins there, right too.
There's a bunch, man.
Dude, so many. Shogun and Ninja.
Oh, here's something that fucking rock your world or not rock your world. But if John Jones wasn't such, a fuck up, for lack of better terms, he would. We're not even having this conversation that Mighty Mouse is the best ever. He'd be, just going based off his regular schedule now, he'd be 13, 14-time world champ if no one beat him. And he'd probably be fighting at heavyweight and having that belt too. Going down as best ever.
Well, he's still got a chance. I mean, John Jones is only 30 years old, which is crazy because that means he's really about to jump into his prime. I'd say like an athlete's prime for combat sports, I feel like it's somewhere around 30 to 32.
For heavyweight. I don't think everyone. I think the lighter weight classes, it's earlier.
But look at the welterweights. The champs are always around that age. Except for GSP. I think he won the title when he was in his late 20s.
Yeah, late 20s.
When is Tyron Woodley's, what, 33?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he had wrestling background.
What's the latest with John Jones?
How old's Robbie? John Jones is his suspension comes up in July.
Did you hear what Dana White said today? I texted you.
Yeah, they're gonna fight. There was Brett Okamoto, right? Yeah,
Brett Okamoto interviewed Dana White from ESPN. He said that DC will fight John Jones but if John Jones isn't ready by, I think it's the July card.
July 29th.
Yeah, if he's not ready by then he's going to fight Jimmy Manoa, and then they'll fight down the road.
Crazy.
So no warm up for John Jones. If he does want one, then
what do you think about that? Do you think that's smart for John, or do you think John should take a warm up?
He should take a warm-up. The UFC should give him a warm-up. Because, Joe, when has it ever worked when a guy takes this much time off and you just throw him right to the top of the heap? Think of Ronda. Think of Chael Sonnen. Like, there's a lot of guys. And people go, well, Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz didn't fight Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw after all that time.
Right.
He fought a Mizusaki, who's a tough guy. But
Mitsugaki, and then he went right into TJ.
But still a warm-up.
But TJ was a big gap.
I know, but at least he didn't fight TJ. Right. That first fight back, he ain't being TJ.
Right, but you know that he got injured after the Mitsugaki fight, and it was another year plus
True.
Before he fought again.
True, and he might be the outlier here, but I'm just saying.
He's an outlier.
He's an outlier, but
he's not as good in the first fight. If you look at him in the TJ fight, and then you look at him in the second fight when he fought Uriah Faber, he's way better in the Uriah Faber fight. He's more lean, he's fitter, and he dealt with a lot of the problems that he has. He has serious plantar fasciitis,
horrible.
Man.
Yeah, have you ever had that?
No,
I heard it's a fucking nightmare. I've had to deal with it.
And you look at his
style.
What is that? It's the fascia in the bottom of your feet tears.
You can't even you can't get out of bed to warm up. It's a fucking nightmare. It's impossible to get rid of.
Dominic Cruz is all footwork. And what happened is after he tore his ACL, he took a long time off, and his feet just weren't strong enough to keep up with his training. Because his training is so foot movement.
Yeah, man. That's
dominant.
why he got it.
Yeah.
But back to the point, should John get a warm up? You're in the grand scheme of things. I understand we want these big paydays and you want the big ratings, so you toss them. DC John Jones is a huge raider, right?
Yeah.
But if something happens like Ronda Rousey lost, what happens if we gave Ronda a warm up so you get paid on that? It's a huge draw, and then she fights, huge draw. But when you just toss them right to the very top, it's a one and done, man. Well, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, they were worried, I guess, with the sale. You buy something for like $4 billion. You want to maximize your profits. It's just the issue comes up with purists.